What's going on, everybody? Dr. Average Gamer Guys back yet again into some more Rocket League action. And we're a short 2 weeks away. So we're jumping into this. We've got the Player's Choice. We're going to do our Blueprint Reveal series. Again, we're doing the Player's Choice today. We're going to do CC4 this next week. And we're all done with the Blueprint opening series. It's been a ride. We'll talk about it. I know I'm getting a little sappy as we get going here, but hopefully you're having a good Monday. Hopefully you enjoy the episode or whatever day you're watching it on. I'm going to jump into these, and as I get going, two things. One, I hope these are absolutely awesome. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Links in the description down below. Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Be sure to follow us over on our Discord. Follow us over on Twitch. And come join us for one of our streams. I'm going to talk about a little bit more about what we're going to be doing with the streaming here in the near future, but I want to jump into these. If you've been around a while, thank you so much. Thank you for the continued support on the streams. A lot of fun chatting with you guys and just kind of hanging out. It's an absolute blast, so we really do appreciate the continued support. So let's jump into these. We got 200. We're hoping for some white Zombas. I'm hoping the Player's Choice can really just hook us up this one last time. That's all we're looking for. Our last opening was absolutely insane with the black markets, so hopefully we can get somewhere even close to that. White Zombas would be absolutely dope, and we'll see what we end up getting. So as we kind of cruise through these, a couple things we want to talk about. So first, as I mentioned, we're doing a lot more consistency with our streams on Twitch. I do work full time. I do travel for work sometimes, so sometimes that gets in the way. However, my goal is pretty much to stream just about every night. Definitely on the weekends, so Fridays and Saturdays for sure. I'm getting a lot of exotics. Fridays and Saturdays for sure. Usually starting around 8 p.m. or so Eastern Standard Time. So I know that time doesn't work for everybody, but usually that's the time that we're going to go live. And usually stream for at least a couple of hours. Weekend streams a little bit longer. I can stay up a little bit later. Weekday streams will still be pretty good, couple of hours, but might not go quite as late into the night. But I've been talking with a couple of folks, trying to figure out what I want to do with the streams. You guys know, so this channel, a lot of you probably stopping in for Rocket League content. A lot of you stop in just to hang out and enjoy the other stuff that we post as well. So I'm thinking about changing up the schedule and actually getting a more defined schedule for our streams, focusing it around types of games, definitely leaving it open to play certain types of games, but hopefully adding a little bit more clarity to what I intend to do that evening and each evening that we're streaming. So hopefully if there's some content that you want to enjoy, I can be a little bit more transparent with it. Up to this point, pretty much just been playing whatever I want, playing a lot of EFT, playing a lot of Apex, because those have my interest at the moment. But I think we're going to do that. So look forward to probably post a comment once I get the schedule fully flushed out. But my thought process is to do essentially days where we know we're going to play Rocket League for sure. Spend the night playing Rocket League, at least the majority of the night. Spend the night playing, shooter games. So EFT, there's our first Dissolver. Let's go. So one black market down. We'll just keep rolling. Spend the night playing first-person shooters. Spend a night maybe just rocking RPGs and doing some other fun stuff like that. So still working on finalizing the schedule, but again, we really appreciate the support on the videos. We'd also really appreciate the support, continued support on Twitch, and it's just such a good opportunity. I like it so much more because it's such a better opportunity to interact with you guys, and that is it's a blast. Being able to chat with you live, talk about whatever. We don't just talk about the games that we're playing. We talk about anything going on in the gaming community or just what's going on with you guys or thoughts, so feel free. Like I said, Twitch, link is in the description below. Discord, every time I go live, I post on the Discord. We also tweet it out, so if you're a Twitter follower, you can come follow us on that as well. And a couple of different ways to get notifications for when we're going live. And again, we look forward to hopefully hang out with some of you here soon. So that's kind of an update for more so not necessarily the channel, but definitely the stream side of things. And like I said, trying to get more consistent, trying to do it every night. That's the goal. I'm probably playing games every night. So we figured might as well. And again, I just enjoy the interaction and the chance to chat with you guys. It's just a ton of fun. Videos will probably change a little bit because that is usually my recording time too. Try to get my footage in, if you will, and that'll adjust, that'll swap every once in a while, but just kind of be expecting that. And got some good feedback on some of the Apex streams and recent video and things like that. There's some Sky Blue, Playmaker, Infiniums. So it's working out pretty good, but hopefully, like I said, hopefully you guys can come join us. So as we kind of cruise through this, we've gotten a ton of exotics. We got the one painted Sky Blue Infiniums we just pulled, which is pretty cool. We got the Dissolver. So far, not so bad. There's a Lime Twinny. We haven't seen Zombas yet, interestingly enough, so they're holding out for me. And a couple more. As I say it, why could these not be right? These are still sick. That's a good pull. Painted Saffron Playmaker. A lot of Playmaker certs today, interestingly enough. One of my favoritist certifications. Let's talk some painted twinsies. There we go. We're getting into some painted luck now. Excuse me. Let's talk about Rocket League and what's been going on. So a couple big interesting things. So again, RLCS, RLRS is going on. Some pretty good games this past weekend. I actually was able to pick up some drops, which is pretty cool. Nothing great, nothing fabulous, nothing super crazy, but some cool stuff. I think I got a painted decal. I'm not sure which one, to be honest with you, now that I'm thinking about it. But good games this weekend. Interestingly enough, something else happened this weekend. It was pretty minor, it was pretty short, but they did have some technical difficulties, which I'm not going to comment too much on, but I do think it's kind of ironic, kind of funny. I do understand they're trying to work on them. It's good. It's bad that they're having them, but it's good that they're trying to work on them. It did seem like this weekend they were able to get them resolved relatively quickly, and that was good. So we do also have, I think it's the first Monday in March coming up. We have the makeup stream for the double drop, so be sure to stay tuned for that. If you don't know anything about what I'm talking about, you basically link your Twitch to your system, Xbox, Steam, PlayStation, Switch, whatever you're playing on, and then you watch the streams and you can get drops. You can get item drops. They're doing a double painted drop for the makeup day. Well, basically they're doing one day, one Monday. They're going to do the makeup week that they missed because of the past issues with the servers, and it's going to be double drops the whole time. So be sure to tune in for that. That's the best opportunity. You get a ton of drops. Everything's pretty much going to come painted, which is really cool. Well, not everything, but it's double chance. Pretty much everything you're going to get comes painted. At least that's my experience. Good opportunity to grab some items. Again, a lot of people ask, how do you build your inventory? Honestly, watch the streams. Enjoy good quality Rocket League because the games have been really good as of late. But you also have an opportunity to get some pretty cool painted stuff that if you don't plan on using, you can turn into credits. So it's a good opportunity to do that. So that's pretty cool. In addition, I think it's interesting. So there are some white chakrams. RLCS tickets for this season went on sale and sold out relatively quickly. They usually do really well. This one's in Dallas this year, which is actually kind of cool. Popping off on the white wheels. Let's get the Zombas now. Which is honestly probably a pretty popular spot, especially for the United States. Relatively easy to get to. It's, south in our country, but it's relatively in the middle. So Dallas is a big city, easy to fly into. So tickets sold out pretty quick. What's interesting is they announced that in order to redeem whatever wheel they were going to give out as the pro code for participating, you have to physically be there. Now, this is a change in the past. Usually, you basically just bought the ticket, put an email address in, and then whenever the pro code wheels came out, they sent you the email and you could pick them up, right? You got it in your email, you could redeem it, you could hang on to it, you could trade it. There's a lot of issues with that. A lot of times you got to find a really trusted person that has them, because that means they haven't used the code. You could basically pay for a code that had been redeemed already and you don't get anything and you're out the money. So there's a whole trading side of it that's pretty in depth, right? Long story short, though, this is a change this year where you have to physically be there, and they're giving you the code in person. So they scan your ticket, they give you the code in person, and that's what allows you to redeem it. So here's what's really interesting, and this is what's happened in the community for a while now, is they basically, people will go on, they'll buy a bunch of tickets, they'll get a bunch of codes. I don't even know the price of tickets, but usually those wheels go for, even the worst of them go for 100 to 150 bucks. So what do people do? They got some spare cash. They know they're going to make a profit on these. They buy 10 tickets, and they get 10 codes. They use one for themselves. They sell the rest. They make some money. So what's interesting this year is they said you have to be in person in order to get your wheels. Now, there are definitely people that buy tickets that don't go. And I've actually really appreciated all of the communities, the Facebook community, Reddit community, everything. Basically all of the different sites saying that they're not going to even entertain anybody talking about selling the tickets or anything like that. Honestly, I wholeheartedly support this. I'm sorry if you were out there and you wanted to turn a little bit of profit. I can understand if you plan on going and maybe get an extra code. No harm, no foul, right? But if you never even intended on going and you're buying 5 to 10 to 15 tickets to then turn a profit on those, the stadium is going to be empty. That's what I feel probably the saddest about, is that people bought these all and the stadium isn't going to fill up because we're not even planning on going. They're just doing it to get the code. If you have every intention of going, and I understand that plans change and that's a far way out, something happens and you can't, that does suck. I feel for that. I fully understand that. Again, if you bought an extra ticket or something and you wanted to get an extra code, really no harm, no foul. But again, I really appreciate the community kind of coming together, and a lot of the trading community is basically saying, don't even ask, don't offer to scan somebody else's code if you do plan on going. Basically drawing a line in the sand saying the whole intent is for people to actually go. They want the tickets to sell. So that's important. Rocket League, Psyonix, everybody, they care, right? They want the tickets to sell. They want the venue and the event to do well, but they also want people to be in the seats. Wow, a lot of Titanium White Scorer today. Hopefully we can get Scorer Titanium White Zombas, which would be dope. So it's just been interesting. If you haven't followed it all or don't follow the trading community a lot, it's definitely a buzz going around. I think hopefully it teaches people a lesson, and we'll see what happens next RLCS, because at this point it's pretty much too late. Unless people find a way to sell their tickets or give their tickets away to somebody actually going. That's interesting. And yeah, it's just I had to comment on that because I thought it was really cool. I thought a lot of folks, again, the trading community really kind of came together on this one and said, while it sucks that you spent all that money, you also took the opportunity away from people that wanted to go. And I think that's kind of the big lesson here. Let those people that actually want to go to the event get an opportunity to go to the event. And I think that's the key. So this hasn't been fabulous. PCC, we're getting a lot of white. I've seen a lot of white, which is good. It just doesn't happen to be on the things we need it to be on, which is the Zombas or the mainframe or the solar flare. So there's still a chance. We got 19 left. We're getting a ton of stuff painted, which is really cool. Unfortunately, the vast majority of this we won't craft and probably won't end up even using. Some of these, we got the white lone wolf. We got a black lone wolf, I think, as well. So some of that stuff's been pretty good. We're clicking through these pretty fast. Again, we're doing really well in the very rare department and the import department, to be honest with you. All right, 10 to go. Only one black market. Again, there's white. That's the second pair of white Gaydens we've gotten. We've seen, I think, 1 or 2 painted twinnies. Come on now. Only a few left. It's crazy because we revealed a ton of blueprints. And only a few painted Zombas out of the group. We might be holding these. Last one, we might be holding the white Zombas for the CC4. We'll see. They're in there. I would honestly rather have them out of that than these. But a little bit of a letdown here. PCC make me a little sad. Let's check our exotics really quick. And let's see how we do in the Zomba department total. So let's see, 2 sky blue and orange, cobalt. We got the saffron playmaker today, so that was pretty cool. Honestly, just not a ton of Zombas, you know? Out of all that we opened, what's that, 10, 11, 12, 16 Zombas out of the, I think we had, what, 2,000 or 3,000 total. So we had quite a bit. We did not many Dracos either, honestly. So PCC, a little bit of a letdown, but that's okay. That is okay. I'm not mad at them. It's been a fantastic crate. You know, I said I wasn't going to get sappy. I'm getting a little sappy. We got 1 week left of these. 1 week, and that's it. And then it's really on to just golden crates. I am working on putting something together that'll be kind of cool to keep a little bit of something going. So I'm kind of excited for what we've got here in the future. But crates are pretty much wrapped up at this point. So 1 more week. Join us for the CCs. Hopefully those are absolute bangers. Again, not a terrible opening. Got the Dissolver. Got a lot of really cool painted stuff. I'm going to have to go back, check the white stuff with what certs we got. A lot of titanium white score, which blueprints for those might hold a little bit of value, which is pretty neat. And just beyond that, not super fabulous. But that is okay. So 1 more week to go. Join us next Monday for that. And like I said, links in the description for everything down below. If you enjoyed this video, thank you guys for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe. You know how YouTube works. It really helps us out. And we would just really appreciate continued support. And like I said, hopefully we'll catch you on a stream here pretty soon. And just look out for an update for just what we're going to plan on doing as far as a schedule perspective. We'll get that stuff updated on Twitter. I'll put a message out in the Discord as well here on YouTube. That way, if you are interested in joining us for something, whether it be Apex, Escape from Tarkov, Rocket League, whatever else we happen to be playing, probably going to do a BioShock series. You can be sure to tune in for that and come hang out with us, and we would appreciate the support. So I've been Doc, Average Gamer guys. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.